Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace be upon you and the mercy and blessings of Allah. Welcome to the Path to Jannah, the channel that shows you the way to heaven in Islam. But before we begin, please make sure to hit the like button, share this video with your friends and family, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing content. Now let's get started. In this video, we will talk about Zeina and the Prison of Fear. Zeina was a young woman who had a bright future ahead of her. She was smart, talented, and beautiful. She had a loving family and a good job. She was also a devout Muslim who prayed 5 times a day and followed the teachings of Islam. She had everything she could ask for, but she also had a secret. She suffered from anxiety. Zeina was always worried about something. She worried about her health, her finances, her relationships, her career, her reputation, her safety, and her faith. She worried about the past, the present, and the future. She worried about things that were real and things that were imaginary. She worried so much that she could not sleep at night. She could not focus at work. She could not enjoy her life. She felt like she was trapped in a prison of fear. She tried to cope with her anxiety by taking medication, seeing a therapist, reading self-help books, and doing relaxation exercises. But nothing seemed to work. She felt hopeless and helpless. She wondered why Allah was testing her so much. She wondered if she was a bad Muslim or if Allah was angry with her. She wondered if she would ever be free from her anxiety. One day she came across a verse in the Quran that changed her life. Or do you think that you will enter paradise while such trial has not yet come to you as came to those who passed on before you? They were touched by poverty and hardship, and were shaken until even their messenger and those who believed with him said, "When is the help of Allah?" Unquestionably, the help of Allah is near. Quran 2:214. She realized that she was not alone in her struggle. She realized that many people before her had faced much worse trials and tribulations than her. She realized that Allah was not punishing her, but purifying her. She realized that Allah was not abandoning her, but teaching her. She realized that Allah's help was near, if she only turned to Him. She decided to change her attitude and approach to her anxiety. She decided to stop worrying about things that she could not control and focus on things that she could. She decided to stop complaining about her problems and start being grateful for her blessings. She decided to stop relying on her own strength and start trusting in Allah's power. She decided to stop living in fear and start living in faith. She started to recite the following dua every morning and evening. O Allah, I seek refuge in you from anxiety and sorrow, weakness and laziness, miserliness and cowardice, the burden of debts, and from being overpowered by men. Bukhari. She also started to recite the following ayat whenever she felt anxious or afraid. Say, nothing will happen to us except what Allah has decreed for us. He is our protector. And on Allah let the believers put their trust. Quran 9:51. She also started to read more stories from the Quran and the Sunnah about how the prophets and the righteous people dealt with their difficulties and challenges with patience, perseverance, and optimism. She learned from their examples and applied their lessons to her own life. Gradually, she noticed a change in herself. She felt more calm, confident, and content. She felt more connected to Allah and His creation. She felt more hopeful, happy, and healthy. She felt like she had escaped from the prison of fear and entered into the garden of peace. She thanked Allah for His mercy and guidance. She thanked Allah for His trials and blessings. She thanked Allah for His help and support. She thanked Allah for everything. This story teaches us many lessons about overcoming anxiety. Zeina did not give up hope or despair, but she did her best to find a way out of her situation. She relied on Allah's power and mercy, and He rewarded her with a great relief. She also showed patience, gratitude, trust, and faith, which are qualities that help us cope with stress and worry. Her story is an inspiration for all of us who face anxiety or hardship. We can learn from Zeina's example and apply it to our own lives. Whenever we face anxiety or hardship, we should remember that Allah is with us, and He will not leave us alone. We should do our part to seek His help and guidance, and trust in His wisdom and plan. We should also be patient. We have reached the end of this video. We hope you learned something beneficial and enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a comment below and let us know what you think. Also, don't forget to check out our other videos. And remember, the ultimate goal of our life is to please Allah and enter Jannah. So let's strive hard to follow His commands and avoid His prohibitions. May Allah make us among the people of paradise. Ameen. Until next time, don't forget to send peace and blessings upon our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.